to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. Chinese billionaire has settled a lawsuit filed by an ex-University of Minnesota student. Richard Liu was accused of going after a student in a Minneapolis apartment after a boozy night out. Attorneys for both parties revealed that Richard will not face charges for the allegations, as the student, age 25, and Richard have reached an undisclosed settlement. Richard, who founded the e-commerce giant JD.com and is a popular internet entrepreneur in China, was accused by Jing Yao of going after her in 2018. The alleged encounter transpired after the pair attended a booze-filled dinner with wealthy Chinese executives where Jing Yao Lu, then a 21-year-old senior tasked with entertaining the staffers, was the only woman. According to the civil suit, Richard piled her with drinks and then forced himself upon her in his vehicle after dinner. And then later, an incident happened at his apartment. Richard has denied the accusations. This year, he stepped down from his China-based company due to increased surveillance by the Chinese government in the technology sector. Both parties have underlined that there are some misunderstandings in the issue. A joint statement from attorneys from both sides revealed Saturday evening, labeled the encounter, some of which was captured on apartment building surveillance cameras, quote, a misunderstanding that has consumed substantial public attention and brought profound suffering to the parties and their families. The matter was scheduled to be heard before the court on Monday with a jury of 5 women and 7 men, but after the settlement, the hearing was called off. Underlining that both parties agreed to settle aside their differences, the billionaire and the girl in the statement noted that they settled their legal dispute in order to avoid further pain and suffering caused by the lawsuit. Quote, this incident between Miss Jingyao Lu and Mr. Richard Liu in Minnesota in 2018 resulted in a misunderstanding that has consumed substantial public attention and brought profound suffering to the parties and their families. This is what it looks like to be a model citizen and to have billions of dollars. And people say that money can't buy you everything. Obviously, it can, because an incident can just seemingly turn into a misunderstanding when, I guess, possibly you throw a couple of M's, directly towards the person that is making the lawsuit slash the accusation. And as I stated before, if the accusation was oh so serious, then the woman would have 100% directly went through with the full thing. She would have forego the money because she would have wanted the jury to hear all the evidence and to basically see whatever footage that they have there, and also to listen to her side of the story and then hear his side of the story and let the public basically judge, right? But that's not what took place, and that's not what transpired. So I guess, right, in the model citizen's defense, I guess it was a misunderstanding at the end of the day, because that misunderstanding was cured, and seen oh so clearly through a lens of green and money and dollar signs. So, like I said, I don't know what to tell people at all. I just don't. But I find it highly interesting that whenever model citizens just so happen to do things that it's not really covered, it's not really talked about, it's not really brought up, but yet, people want to go out and try to state that, oh, black men are a danger, black men do this, black men do that, black men are everything with a baseball cap, everything negative under the sun. But yet, you can continuously find stories like this or videos that I've done covering these stories, showcasing these things continuously happening and model citizens getting away with said actions, either by way of silencing the victim or paying off the victim or by other means. But I don't know, maybe it's just me.